Good morning, everyone, or welcome, YouTube, whatever time of the day you're watching this. I just want to share just a little video on how I harvest lettuce. So I'll be harvesting from this area here, which consists of 8 grow bags, and then that surround this little round area. I'll just give you a little tour. These are new seedlings. Today is March 31st, so happy Cesar Chavez Day. And this ones are just tiny seedlings that are coming back. I believe this is a carrot, but I'm not sure what it's doing there. So I did plant an eggplant, tomatoes, and then that looks like arugula. This is just a bunch of kales that I cut down. And look at that coming back already. I think there's a tomato in here. Yeah, there's a tomato in there. Some kind of brassica. I'll probably cut that down and then plant something else in there. This is beets. They were put in here by seed. 2 different varieties at 2 different times. Within here is a kale, a tomato, a weed. Make sure we get all that out. And then the garlic is there. So some beets. This used to be sweet potatoes. So if you go back a few videos, or maybe just a couple, because I haven't filmed in a long time, this whole area was my sweet potato patch. Just within the bags were still here. But the rule of thumb was, as soon as you pull up your sweet potatoes, plant your garlic. And so I did. And honestly, this is the largest garlic in my garden. I'll show you another section that was planted the same day. This is cilantro, all by seed. Just in this one, I think a few onions are in here as well. So I planted those by seed, and just not too long ago I added more seeds. This one is full of brassicas, all different kinds. I am letting it go to flower because the bees. You know, I have other greens within the house, within the yard, so I'm just gonna let these go to seed. But once I start seeing this, the clusters of eggs, aphids, not too bad, that's when I'll start taking it down. This one looks pretty bad, so I'll just pop that off. Let's see, am I getting that? Oh, there it is. I'll pop that off, just that little tip. It doesn't look like too many more on there. That just goes to the chickens. Within the kale bags, I think this is not a good bug, so I'm just going to kill that. Within the kale bags, I planted just some other random greens, just taking up space, just like over there in that empty area. I'm going to go ahead and plant something there as well. Let me get in here and grab this weed out while I see it. I wanted to intercrop some things in here as well, but the only thing I did was onions. This bag has, I think it's red dragon, Napa cabbage, some little tiny other kale seedlings, dill. I'm not sure if this is like a broccoli or cauliflower, but it is some sort of brassica. And then within these 2 bags, something else. Here, a tomato seedling, some onions, some more of those beet seeds in there as well. Another tomato, onions. Within here, same thing, some onions, something. This one here, some little seedlings, some endive, broadleaf, a couple of kales, a pepper, eggplant, a pepper, some tiny brassicas. It doesn't look like, maybe some kind of kale, I'm not really sure, and then celery. So back to the lettuce. Okay, so there's your roundabout tour. Oh, let me show you the garlic before I squat down. So this garlic was planted within where sweet potatoes used to be. And on the same day, I planted these garlics, which don't look nearly as thick and healthy. Well, they're healthy, but not as thick as those ones over there. So I don't know, it might be some kind of testimony on it being true or not about the planting the onions, the garlic as soon as you pull up your sweet potato harvest. Okay, so I have my bowl, whichever bowl you have, and these are just a variety of lettuces. Now they all started from seed a while ago. It could very well be this. It could very well be these. This is why I kind of stick them here as soon as I plant them. So if you, I'm just gonna show you all what I don't know which ones are which. I just really don't keep up like that. Oh yeah, and there is the spinach in here, but the spinach, I guess they're the sacrificial ones because I guess the slugs or somebody likes them a lot. And what else we got here? Sweet Valentine. Okay, without further ado, oh, and then we have a pea. That's just kind of like, hey, look at me, hear me roar. Okay, so I will start with these now. Let me get a container for the ones that I'm gonna give away to my chickens. Or bowl, I should say. Meaning like the dead leaves or the holes. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. I've got one hand, so just bear with me. So that's not too shabby. I like to pick, well, the rule is to pick from the outer leaves. This one's kind of holy, so I can go to the chickens. There is an overcast today, so that's why I am harvesting right now. Usually it's early in the morning or evening, like around dinner time, because then that's when it's nice and cool, and that's when you're supposed to harvest your leaves. I don't necessarily use a tool when I harvest my lettuce. I just kind of pick from the bottom and go from there. So this will be like a little cleanup along with a harvest. So when I do seed, I don't do like individual seeds. I just kind of cluster them together, and even when I plant them in, see, this one has one, let's see if I can get it good. Oh, where are we? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 within, but I mean, it's growing fine. And even with me doing this, it'll allow more to come back. You know, the cut and come again method, which I highly recommend. I don't think I've ever necessarily harvest one head of lettuce. Like, I don't grow iceberg because it's just so cheap to buy in the store, and it's not nutritious. So I do know this is a variety. This one here is a variety of oak. It's an oak leaf lettuce, so you could just tell by looking at it. So that's pretty, but the chickens can have that one. So this looks more like a cleanup video versus a harvest video, which is fine. Yeah, this looks good. I hope everyone's being safe and have an outlet in lieu of this coronavirus mess. It's sad, but it's just a reality that we've come to. Generations before us didn't have to experience it, and that's good, but we're here now, so we've got to figure it all out. how to keep our family safe and all that, and healthy, so we can live to see another day. Yeah, maybe this will just turn out to be a cleanup video. I have another area that I'm more favorable to. It's a grow bag that I'm growing lettuce in, so I do harvest from that more often than this one, so I think that's why this is just may turn out to be a cleanup video. Please like and subscribe if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. No, don't leave a comment if you don't like it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this video the cleanup video. This is more what I'm doing. Maybe I will just clean it up and... yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Okay, it's changed my mind. It's gonna be the cleanup video. Ooh, that's not good. Take that. This is so gorgeous. I really like this one. Get in here. So what's gonna happen, I already know, within a couple of days this whole area is gonna be even, like, not twice the size. I'm gonna exaggerate, but you'll see it'll be nice and full, even more fuller, just because I'm doing this. Just go around the base of it and grab what you want. What you don't want, either compost or give it to whatever little critters you got to help you in the garden. Hopefully everyone has chickens. Ever since I got my chickens, I was just like, why doesn't everyone have chickens? Just, I don't know. They're so low maintenance. It's, you know, they eat all your scraps. They feed you eggs, you know. Just consider it. You don't need a big old home for them. They don't require a lot. The pile here isn't as big as the pile here, but just get okay, let's keep moving. And this here is a mustard green. It got thrown in there. I think it was there first, and then I turned it into a lettuce bed, and it was so tiny back then. So this is the weed. Yeah, I'm gonna call this video Cleanup and Harvest. Hope I'm not making you guys seasick, or motion sickness, I should say. Let's ease on down. This one is so hearty. I just love it. And it's beautiful. It's tasty. It's just like, whoa. And as you can see, it's hardly any succumb to any pests. It just, I don't know. And the colors, I mean, like how beautiful these colors are. Okay, there's space in here to plant more. I think I'll do that. See what I got in my stash. I'll plant a little more. Maybe I'll throw a couple more peas in here. It's like they need a friend. See, this one you just kind of put your fingers in, pinch, and voila. Looks like, oh, got a little slug family living in here. Well, we'll just get you out of there. No, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Look at them, just like, look at that. Chickens are gonna love that. So it's good to just come in here and clean up house. Get at the base of it all. Okay, everybody Everybody's got to eat. I know they're little warriors of the garden, but gotta hide a little better. And they've been there for a while because I haven't come out here and done this. I just kind of pick and walk back in the house. So let that's done. So I don't want to speak too much on what I'm about to say, other than I do know it's good when this milk forms when you harvest lettuce. I don't know if you can get a good look at that. It's like this milk that's released when you harvest, which kind of determines the healthiness and the vitamins within your veggies. So, but like I said, I don't know much about it. I just see it all the time when people harvest. I could look into it, but I don't want to talk about something I don't know. Okay, oh, look at this little one in there. It's like, I will survive. Okay, and all of these lettuces were planted in at different times, and so that's what it looks like now. This is the harvest from this little cleanup. I'll get rid of that one. So this is edible, and this is chicken food, which isn't too shabby. Okay, so let me show you one of my favorite zones and where I do most of my gardening at. I mean, as far as harvesting my lettuce. I'll take the 2 bowls. There it is. This is where I get my lettuce from, so that's why that one looks like this, looks like that, and this one looks like this. Just a little biased. It's not that so much, it's easier to pick up. So, do you blame me? Okay, so just a little tour of what this is. So it is a grow bag. I'm not sure of the size, but it is one of my larger ones. Okay, it has onions inside of there, a bunny. This stringy looking area right here, this is saffron from last year. It came back. I didn't want to bother it because I just didn't know what was going to happen with it. And then this here is ginger, so I gotta zoom out because it's huge. It's what I like to call 3 seasons old because it's been there for 3 seasons and I don't really know what to do. I do harvest from this little corner every morning. Over here is a white raspberry that I got from Breaker Creek. I put it in last year. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen, or if that was an ideal location, and it's really thorny. I don't know about that. And then some onions, not green onion, those are bulb onions. I had a few extras, so I just planted them over here, and I also have bulb onions in here. So when I do come to harvest lettuce, I'll cut off onion as well because I love that inside of a salad. Okay, so without further ado, let's do a cleanup and harvest over here too. So as you can see, this is my favorite spot because I just go right in here. But now that I'm gonna clean it up, let's see, get to the nitty gritty of it all. Okay, let's start from back here and work my way in. It's got a couple of holes. I'll just give it to the chicken. This is that cut and come again. Now these are much bigger here, just because I keep harvesting them. And this one I just put in not too long ago, a red romaine. And another green romaine. Let's give that to the chickens. And so see, spinach just doesn't like me, I guess. I don't really know. That's spinach here too, but oh well, whatever. Okay, let's get in here and get this romaine cleaned up. This is a red romaine. I would say I do a follow-up video, but there's no guarantee that I'll do that. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, and look what happened a week later. The same place I harvest now looks like this. I will try. There are no guarantees. And this is another oak leaf area here. Oak leaf is beautiful. Just like the character of the DNA, I guess you could say. There's spinach. Spinach is just going to be sacrificial. Maybe I'll put some seeds in here and see. Look at this. That's the saffron. I just don't know what to do with this. Aphilona didn't give me any flowers this year. Last year it did. I didn't realize the bulbs were still in there. I think lettuce is pretty much low maintenance. Water it. I don't necessarily fertilize this area. At least I haven't yet. In here. I don't know if you can tell what I'm doing. I'm just kind of feeling my way and snapping off. So as soon as I take off these large ones, it's going to let air and light and you know what comes with that. More growth. Yikes. Oh, we got a few slugs in here. Okay. Let's get you out of here. Look at that. Oh yeah. Come on. You don't belong. You gotta get them out, guys. Now I do wash my lettuce in vinegar. So before we go any further than that, I will soak this in vinegar. And yeah, oh, look at the nice juice. Oh yeah, see, this is like damage control, what I'm doing in here. Getting these slugs out. Yep. It's crazy because there's a lot of them there, but well, it wasn't really a lot, but I'm sure that of course there's more than what I could see. But for the most part, the lettuce looks good. Like, what are they in here doing? Just making babies? Not really eating the lettuce? And even when I soak this in the vinegar, I'm gonna see little slugs come to surface. So it's just what happens. That's why I do it. All of a sudden you'll see all the little critters pop up and be like, oh, I'm dying. But I mean, everybody's got a purpose. So see, so even with me cutting this down, now it looks like that. It's gonna allow these fellas to pop out. Look at there. Oh boy, that's gonna look nice. Okay, moving on to the next one. This is some kind of butter lettuce, I can tell. It's a beautiful morning. I think it's like 11:30 though. So almost at the afternoon time. Okay, come around here. Now I won't harvest for a oh, look at it, just chilling, sleeping. Now let me see what damage is done if I move him. So I moved him out the way. There's no damage. He's just sleeping. Oh well. Why wouldn't you want to sleep in a little bed like this? See, and this one was being... You can't see this little guy here because of these leaves, so... Oh yeah, baby. I don't know what these lettuces are. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. Because even this, what is that? Who is that? What is that? Who is that? Oh, that's just a worm. Okay, well, back in there you go. Ooh. Well, I guess I shouldn't have did that, but okay, keep on going. Just keep moving, just keep moving. This has got a hole in it, so I don't want it. God, I'm 30 minutes in. Like, no one should take this long to harvest. No, you can take as long as you want. Let's see. Wish I had a camera guy, a camera girl. Here and see what's going on. I'm not sure I like what I see going on around this joint. It's kind of flimsy. Oh yeah, look at there, hiding all the slugs. Can you see? I'm just gonna grab right there. I'm gonna grab this top area, place it right inside the. They were just chilling, like a spa. Huh? Okay. Okay. Let's see what else we got. And look at this, is like the most eaten up area too. Okay, let me do something about that. Another one. There's a few less slugs that'll attack my garden. So I do have seedlings at all different stages. So when these flower, these can live. I'm gonna work around this guy a little more, clean it up, see what we got. That's nice. I hope I'm getting this, because I'm just looking at the plant. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's go down here. There you go. Okay, over here. Okay, and then, okay, so we're done here. Not too bad. It looks good. I mean, I know it's like less than what it looked like. Before, I think what I'm gonna do is I have a bag of worm castings over there. I'm gonna put it on here and prop everybody up. Just top it off, I guess you could say. Yeah, maybe even add a few things because I have some seedlings over there. Just fill it in a little more. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll top it off with some worm castings and then give it a good watering and see what happens. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this spinach as a little sacrificial because there's a ton of holes in it. It's so tiny. And just look at more slugs. So I'll just collect as many slugs as I can, get them out of here. And then, yeah. Yep. Okay, thank you for watching. So this video is a harvest and cleanup. So this is the harvest we have. This is what I'm gonna take in the house and have for lunch. Yeah, that's a lot in here. Look at that little slug, see? Yuck. Yeah, so I'm not too sure. I've got some cilantro. I'll trim the cilantro, put some veal, because that's how I like my salad. And then that'll go to the chickens, so win-win. Thank you for watching. Enjoy, stay safe, and God bless. Happy gardening.